Keys jingle. Shoes on. Door cracks open. To you, it's just, see you later. But to your dog, it can feel like hours of silent panic. Here's the twist. 90% of owners do the same pre-leave habits that quietly amplify stress. Today, we'll decode 10 rare but critical mistakes and the fixes that bring your dog peace. We start with 2 you almost never hear about. And number 5 will change your routine tonight. Mistake number 10. Forgetting to open the curtains. This one rarely gets mentioned, but it's the perfect way to start. If your living room turns into a cave after you leave, your dog loses 2 things at once: time cues and a moving world to watch. Natural light keeps their circadian rhythm on track. Light tells the brain, it's day, the world is safe, naps happen later. Without it, dogs can feel boxed in. Stress rises in stillness, and they pace because their internal clock can't anchor. Visual outlets also diffuse boredom. Branches sway, clouds pass, neighbors walk. Tiny episodes that reduce fixation on the door. Here's the win. Open the blinds or a top half curtain, and leave a window perch or safe view of a quiet street. Avoid high-traffic chaos zones. Pair sunlight with a slow settle cue, like a mat and a chew or Kong, so the environment says, peace begins now. Have you noticed your dog calmer on sunny weekends? That's your hint. Think of sunlight as your dog's invisible babysitter. Gentle, reliable, always on duty. Mistake number 9. Leaving TV or radio on a random channel. This one's rarely mentioned, but it's the perfect follow-up to our last point. Many owners leave some noise on when they go out, hoping it'll comfort their dog. But random content is like emotional roulette for your pup. A car chase, a laugh track spike, a baby crying, or a barking dog in a commercial. Each one becomes a false alarm your dog tries to process without you there. The result? Startles, barking, pacing, and a dog who's on edge instead of relaxed. Instead of random TV, create predictable soundscapes. Try a calm talk channel with steady voices, or even better, a curated dog calming playlist with consistent tempos and low surprises. Keep the volume low so outside noises, like delivery trucks or scooters, aren't masked in a way that suddenly reappears when the music pauses. Bonus tip. Place the speaker near a neutral zone, not by the door, so your dog doesn't feel the need to guard the sound. If you have a smart speaker, build a routine. Your leave scene should include blinds open, a low talking station, and maybe a fan or white noise. Remember, random noise is chaos. Steady sound is a sound blanket. Warm even and safe. Mistake number 8. Hype-Then-Vanishing. It's a classic. You squeeze in a quick game of fetch or tug right before you leave, hoping to show your dog some love before you're gone. But here's the hidden problem. This routine spikes your dog's arousal chemistry. Dopamine and adrenaline surge. Your dog's excitement peaks. And then, suddenly, you disappear. That high energy up crashes straight into an emotional down. The result? Whining, door scratching, or frantic scanning as your dog tries to process the roller coaster you just set in motion. Here's the better pattern. Wind down, then go. About 10 minutes before you leave, shift your dog's activity into low arousal mode. Try a sniffy scatter feed in the hallway, a lick mat, or a frozen Kong. Make sure you finish these calm activities before you grab your keys. This way, your dog starts to associate peaceful routines with your departure, not just your presence. Keep your voice soft, your movements slow, and breathe long, steady breaths. If your dog expects one last wrestle before you go, start moving playtime earlier in your routine, and always follow it with something calming. Ask yourself, does your dog crash peacefully after you leave, or do they rev up and spiral? Hype-Then-Vanish is like giving a kid a double espresso, then turning off the lights. Instead, switch to herbal tea energy. Steady, soothing, and gentle. That's the goodbye your dog really needs. Want to understand your dog like never before? Hit subscribe and let's dive in together. Mistake number 7, erasing the scent map. Right before heading out, many of us mop, spray scent, or douse cologne. To a dog, you just deleted their map. Dogs relax by navigating a familiar scent landscape, your socks by the chair, your natural skin scent on a throw, their own pheromone notes on favorite spots. When you replace those with citrus, pine, or floral blasts, you remove reassurance anchors. Here's how to fix it. Clean earlier in the day, and choose neutral or unscented products whenever you can. Even better, leave a scent anchor, a worn t-shirt inside their bed cover, or a blanket that smells like family. You can also use dog-appeasing pheromone diffusers or sprays, but keep them in your dog's settle area, not the whole house. If you love room sprays, limit them to a corner your dog doesn't rest in. Ever notice your dog sniffing restlessly after you clean? That's their way of saying, "Where did my people go?" in scent language. So don't strip the room to sterile. Leave one love scent artifact behind. Your dog's nose and their heart will thank you. Mistake number 6, window guard duty overload. Full view windows feel enriching until your dog turns into security chief. Scooters, joggers, dogs, delivery carts, each becomes a case they must investigate. With you gone, they escalate bark cycles, fence-fighting posture, and adrenaline loops that don't have natural stop cues. The fix isn't darkness, it's selective views. Frost the bottom half of street-level windows, use sheer curtains, or reposition beds so the sightline is trees, sky, not sidewalk drama. Layer in white noise to blur predictable trigger times, like school pickup or lunch deliveries. Give an alternative job, a snuffle mat, or find it, scatter feed away from windows as you leave. If your dog's first stop is the window, you haven't left them a choice. You've left them a post. Reassign the post to the peace station, their mat, their chew, their breath. Mistake number 5, delivery day dread. Your dog's worst hours might not be when you leave, but right after, when parcels arrive. Doorbell rings, footsteps, and unfamiliar voices create a perfect intruder pattern. When this repeats on weekdays, it becomes a conditioned panic hour. You might come home to scratched doors or chewed trim and think it's separation anxiety, but it could be delivery stress. Here are fixes you can feel tonight. Mute your doorbell during work hours, or add a "do not knock" sleeping dog sign at the door. If possible, choose delivery options like leave at gate, or use a parcel locker. For those who need a doorbell, swap the jarring chime for a gentle talking tone. Pair the usual delivery window with a high-value lick mat or a long-lasting chew. Something that keeps your dog busy and calm while the outside world does its thing. If your dog explodes exactly at 11 a.m., that's not a feelings problem, that's a calendar problem. Remove the alarm, and you remove half the panic. This mistake is rarely discussed, often misdiagnosed, and, best of all, completely fixable. Mistake number 4, puzzle rage. Enrichment toys are gold for your dog's brain, unless the toy is too hard, or only appears when you're leaving. Then it stops being fun and turns into a frustration cue. You're leaving, and I'm stuck with this unsolvable thing. Dogs need a win history before they can enjoy solo play. Train the puzzle with you present first. Start super easy, with large openings and soft textures, then gradually increase the challenge. Rotate 2 easy toys for every 1 medium and save challenge mode for when you're home. And don't make the only awesome snack a goodbye tax. Promote non-departure fun, offer the same chew after walks or during TV time, so the object means comfort, not loss. If your dog abandons the Kong after 2 minutes, the problem isn't willpower. It's the toy's design, difficulty, or even the stuffing being too dry. Think like a level designer, not a test proctor. Success calms, struggle spikes cortisol. You want contented licking, not a puzzle boss fight. Mistake number 3, cue stack meltdown. Most dogs don't actually fear being alone. What really gets them is the countdown, that chain of micro cues you repeat every time you leave. Perfume spritz, wallet grab, laptop bag zipped, phone in your right pocket, keys jingling, then the door creaks open. Your dog has mapped this sequence, and they start to panic at cue number 2, because cue number 5 always ends with you vanishing. So, what's the fix? Scatter the cues. On random evenings, pick up your keys and then just watch TV. Slip on your shoes and cook dinner instead of heading out. Spray your perfume, but stay for an hour. Move your keys to a bowl that isn't by the door. Over a few days, your dog's brain stops predicting doom with every cue. You can add a neutralizer too. A station cue like on your mat, paired with a long, slow exhale from you. If your dog starts pacing before you even touch the door handle, this is your fix. Decondition the countdown, and you'll reclaim their calm before you even leave. Mistake number 2, air and comfort debt. We optimize our office climate and forget the living room microclimate our dog sits in for hours. Stale air plus rising CO2, warm afternoon hotspots, or noisy street bursts can slowly grind down calm. But there are easy wins. A quiet fan for airflow and white noise. A cooling mat in summer or a draft-free bed in winter. Fresh, cool water in a heavier, tip-proof bowl. Blinds angled so sun doesn't cook the floor at 2 p.m. If outdoor noise spikes at certain times, leave consistent low-level sound, not music that suddenly stops. For seniors or snub-nosed breeds, temperature shifts hit even harder, so plan like a pilot, not a passenger. Calm physiology is not a luxury. It's the floor your dog's emotions stand on. Help them breathe easy, and you'll unlock a calmer, happier home. Mistake number 1, ghost in the speaker. You check the cam, see big eyes and say, "Hey buddy," through the speaker. Your voice appears from the wall, your body is nowhere, and your dog's brain tries to solve an impossible puzzle. Many dogs search room to room, whining, amped by hope without resolution. For sensitive pups, this becomes an anticipation spike that makes the next 30 minutes worse. If you use cameras, keep silent monitoring or train a predictable protocol, a specific chime, plus a pre-trained mat cue, plus an auto-dispensed treat, never random chatter. The best remote comfort isn't your disembodied voice, it's environmental certainty, light, airflow, scent anchors, and a routine that never lies. Ask yourself, does talking help him settle, or restart the waiting? Don't haunt your home, leave a language of calm instead. Good news! Dogs are forgivers by design. Change 2 things, scatter your departure cues and add 1 scent anchor, and you'll often see a shift within a week. Layer in selective views, a wind-down window, and a predictable sound blanket, and the house starts to feel like home even when you're not there. Are you a curtain closer, a hype-then-vanish, or maybe a ghost in the speaker? Confess your old habit in the comments. I'll trade you a fix. Then binge our Dog Psychology Facts playlist to become your dog's calm hero. Subscribe for more fun, science-backed dog stories. Your pup will thank you.